Hello to everyone in the HGS family. Dennis Snow here. I had the opportunity to speak at one of your company meetings last year where I presented Creating a Culture of Customer Experience Brilliance, which was based on my 20-year career with Walt Disney World. And I spoke at another HGS meeting earlier this year. Well, how the world has changed since then. Think about it. Disney World is closed indefinitely. That has never happened before. I mean, Mickey Mouse is out of work. And people all over the world are dealing with massive challenges that they've never dealt with before. I had the opportunity to talk with some of the HGS leadership team a few days ago, and they shared with me how all of this is impacting your world right now. How you're communicating with customers who are extra anxious and sometimes even panicked while they're trying to navigate these confusing times. All while you're trying to transition to working remotely for the most part, which has its own challenges, and while you're dealing with family issues, health issues, school issues, etc. I can only imagine the accelerated pace that you're experiencing. In the midst of this change, I think it's important to sometimes take at least a moment to think about the impact you have in helping people during this difficult time. So in this video, I wanted to share a few thoughts with you that might help as you serve your customers. One of the service principles that I often talk about is the importance of looking through the lens of the customer. Look at everything through the lens of the customer. And in many or even most cases, that lens has changed dramatically recently. Most customers are dealing with lots of organizations right now about sometimes critical subjects. And they understandably become frustrated. And they might just take that frustration out on you. When I was working at Disney World, for example, I can't tell you how many times I was held personally accountable for the rain, which is ridiculous. But really, the guests were just expressing their frustration. That was their lens. And when you demonstrate that you understand that, you become a calming, helpful presence in an otherwise confusing time. And people appreciate and remember the helpers. Another principle I wanted to share with you is this. Pay attention to the details because everything speaks. Everything speaks. Every detail of the experience either enhances the organization's brand or it detracts from it. Everything from the words you use in your communications to the quality of the work you do. Everything speaks. One of my all-time favorite photographs I took while boarding a small commuter airplane in Abilene, Texas. As I boarded the plane, I noticed duct tape on the wing. Everything speaks. What would that say to me as the customer? Now, it does say something about my intelligence. I still got on the plane, but that's a different issue. So in this new business environment, what might be your duct tape on the wing situations? And it can be something as simple as getting different answers from different contact channels about the same issue. In this time of heightened confusion and emotion, that can result in highly frustrated customers. Whatever you're doing, it helps to keep that mantra in the back of your mind. Everything speaks. And the third principle I wanted to share with you is this. Create moments of wow. Create moments of wow. Sometimes when I talk about creating wows, I can see people roll their eyes. Now, I can't see if you're rolling your eyes right now, but stay with me here. When I spoke with the HGS leadership team, they shared some examples of big wows team members are creating for customers. When a promised product turned out to be out of stock and an agent moved heaven and earth to find another solution. Now that's a big wow. And when we can do those big things, we should. Legends are made of those things. But the little wows are important too. The kind word, the empathy in your voice, the extra patience that you show. These are all things that also make a difference for customers who are often navigating uncharted waters. I like to say, little wows add up. So those are some of the things that I wanted to share with you. I know that all of you are working extra hard right now, and I certainly applaud everything you're doing. I'll wrap up this video with one of my all-time favorite quotes by Walt Disney. He said, "You can dream, create, design, and build the most wonderful place in the world, but it takes people to make the dream a reality. What you do makes a difference." So please, stay strong, stay healthy, stay as positive as you can. I wish you the very best.